Hello, welcome and thank you for attending our interactive webinar about our new work-based learning offer, the first products to launch as part of our Partners in Professionalism campaign. I'm Sam and I'm a part of the digital team here, and I'm delighted to introduce Anne Godfrey, CEO and today's presenter.
Good evening everyone, thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully you can hear us okay and you're following the slides in front of you. Everything that we're covering today is in the information pack which hopefully you've been sent. We're also posting videos both on our website and on the usual social media posts, and we're hoping to get lots of feedback and lots of questions from you at the end of today's session. So firstly for me, what is Partners in Professionalism? Well, to stop any confusion, Partners in Professionalism isn't a set of products. It's actually part of a wider campaign where CIEH intends to build on our history and legacy as a professional membership body. Later this year, you will also see the launch of a new set of professional standards, a competency framework and assessment toolkit, new assurance and accreditation models, and finally, the big shiny thing that I'm looking forward to, a new suite of professional qualifications suitable for a professional membership body. However, today what we would like to focus on is our new work-based learning, both a new approach but more importantly the new processes that come with it, the benefits to the learners and customers, and in that order, the key dates between now and go live on the 11th of May, where we've tried to phase what we're sending so we don't flood you with too much too soon, and hopefully at least 20 minutes of Q&A. As you've been told already, you can tweet, you can do this on social media, on LinkedIn and on this webinar. We will capture them here, hopefully not make too much money as they're being scribbled down on a piece of paper and given to me, and take as much time as we possibly can to answer all your questions. As I know from the events I've already done, none of you are shy, and I'm expecting you to be as direct as ever. So, I suppose the big question that you've all been asking me is why CIEH accredited products and why not regulated products? And what I would say first, and I've said this face-to-face and I would say it again in the webinar, is CIEH is a professional membership body and a chartered body and an awarding body in its own right. It is not a training company. It is a professional body that delivers training, and that is entirely normal. It is part of our charter, it's part of our charter objectives that we help disseminate the art and science, to quote the charter, of environmental health, and that we help you, trainers, study centres and the workforce to keep people healthy, safe and well. So we've decided that customers who buy from us have told us they buy from CIEH because of who we are and what we do, not because we happen to be regulated by CIEH, Qualification Wales or Ofqual. So why work-based learning? Why aren't we calling these qualifications? As you'll see later, there's very little difference in the subject headings, and there's probably very little difference in what you're going to see when you get the products. However, they are not regulated, they are not on the framework, and that gives us a flexibility that we think you and the learners will appreciate. Why are they called work-based learning? Because they underpin work-related competency, they help people in the workplace keep people safe and well, and they're vocationally relevant. By not being regulated, we add flexibility, we take away prescription, there is no need for guided learning hours. We expect you to deliver the learning that your learners want, in the way they want it, in the time that it takes for them to learn, and in a way that suits their sector best. We're going to review all of the changes from the content to the processes to the what happens next, and hopefully, having read the paper, you'll stick to the questions that we haven't already answered somewhere else. But the first two subjects are the two best-selling subjects. So phase one, we will be delivering food safety and occupational health and safety, an introductory, foundation and intermediate, and these equate to levels 1, 2 and 3 of the previous suite. When the programme launches, there will be an online portal, and in there you'll find the whole of the training programme, including slides, activity sheets and multiple choice questions, all you'll need to deliver the training and the assessment and the marking. We're also refreshing the course books that accompany these two subject areas, and they will be available on launch as well. And finally, the assessment materials, again, all of this on demand on the portal for you to download as and when you need. I'm even going to show you some pretty pictures just because my design team have been busy. We're actually using the opportunity to reflect our refreshed brand. For those of you who are members, we've got rid of the swoosh. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, go and look at previous material. Basically, we're rocking burgundy and it looks very good. So a quick overview of the process. Again, all of this in the information pack, but this is a little bit more detail. Firstly, the accountable officer. From the 3rd of April, you will need to appoint an accountable officer. They will become a member of CIEH. We think it's appropriate that the people who are delivering our learning are members of the professional body whose learning they're delivering. Secondly, the organisation for whom you work will need to have a formal contract with CIEH, and it won't have the word charter on it, and that is between an organisation and an organisation, not an organisation and an individual. Thirdly, you'll need a product licence, one each for each of the subject areas. And then there's the assessment marking material which will be available on the portal. And finally, certificates. Again, because of the way in which we'll be delivering the assessments on the day, you'll be able to mark through your trainer, give the results and do an e-certificate, or you can wait and get something shinier and costing £12 from CIEH. So why an accountable officer and what do they do? The accountable officer is responsible for signing off on all programme design, so content, methodology. They are also responsible for deciding on what the skills and experience of the trainers are. We would recommend, exactly as we do at the moment, level 4 in the subject area that's being delivered. They also design and hopefully, with the company that you're working with, look at delivery methods. Is it face-to-face, blended, or a mixture of the two? They are the internal quality assurance point of contact. And finally, they're there to make sure that any marking and assessment are objective and fair. What do they get? They become an affiliate member at least of CIEH. Existing members, obviously this does not apply to you, but currently we have 8,000 trainers, only 500 of whom are members. We expect a commitment to ongoing CPD. We expect the people delivering our learning to continue to learn themselves. And we also expect the accountable officer to sign up to our code of professional conduct. Basically, this is a primary contact between the learners, the trainers and CIEH as the content provider. A quick summary, and again more detail is actually found in the information pack, but we thought it'd be helpful to summarise on one slide. The accountable officer is £60 a year, existing members, no additional cost. The licences are £100 per annum per subject, but we'll waive the cost for existing customers who sign up before the end of June. The assessments is a sliding scale, £6.50 to £7.50 up to 100, £7 to £8 for 250 and 24 to 28 above 250. The course books, which we'll publish again on the 11th of May, are £2.80 introductory, £3.60 foundation and £18.50 for the very big chunky one that is intermediate. Customer benefits, flexibility, our brand, they are cheaper but not cheap. We are not joining the rush to the bottom. We want a quality product delivered by quality trainers, hopefully improving the workforce and keeping people safe and well. Currency, by having the material available in an online portal, it can be updated as and when either the regulations change or we decide to update what we're giving you. It allows for your flexibility and agility. You can amend and cater to the sectors that you cater for based on your own experience, your own case studies and what you think works best for you and your customers. Value for money, as I said, they're cheaper but they are not cheap. And finally, expertise. Using your expertise and our brand and our expertise, we think this content will be what you want to buy. What happens next? 3rd of April, appoint the accountable officer. 18th of April, licenses and contracts. As I've said, any existing customers who sign up before the 30th of June, we will waive the license fee. From 1st of May, we will give everybody access to the content so you can have a look at what's in there and decide what personalisation it might need from you. And from the 11th of May, you can start to deliver. We're running a couple of face-to-face events next week. And then after that, we have another clinic on the 19th of April and a clinic in Manchester on the 20th of April. We are considering other venues based on need. So those of you who haven't already told me to come down to the southwest, please tell me where you'd like us to come and we'll see if it can be accommodated. That's a very quick run through, hopefully not at too Glaswegian speed. We're going to take a little bit of time to start gathering the questions that you've been hopefully typing in. And that man is going to pass me a piece of paper in a minute. Please keep typing and I will start to answer. Okay, we have the first one. Do I have to re-register as an existing study centre? Thank you for kicking that off, whoever that one was. We cannot automatically register you as a study centre. You have to express an interest. If you've done that in the last 6 months, we will have captured that information and we will be contacting you automatically. Otherwise, you do need to tell us that you want to be a study centre. Second question actually came through social media, and it's about translating materials. Will CIEH be translating materials into other languages? Yes, on demand, but you would have to talk to our sales team to look at what languages and what costs would come with that. First one to come through from the live session, not social media. Will be the offering first aid at work? Yes, we will, but in partnership with another provider because the assessment of first aid is regulated. We will, to answer the question that I know some of you are asking, is what other subjects? There will be other subjects based on customer demand over the next 6 months, but it will not be a suite of 63 products as we currently had. Another related question, do I have to re-register as a trainer? There is no need for anybody to register as an individual trainer. You have to register as an accountable officer, and you have to have a contract as an organisation with CIEH. For SMEs, so where it's your business, the accountable officer and the trainer can and will be the same person. That's entirely normal. For larger organisations, we would expect the two to be separate, but it's entirely in your gift. Another question, related question, who should be the accountable officer in my business? As I've just said, if it's your business and you're the trainer and you're the study centre, you should be both. Other appropriate people would be learning experts, L&D, HR managers, project managers, or programme managers. All of those are contacts that we already have spoken to and have asked about being an AO. Silence as the paper is passed to me again. How do we register? Will CIEH contact us? Registration, you can pick up the phone, you can email on the partnership @email, you can contact us through all of social media, or if we already have you on your list, we have a contact centre who will be contacting everybody who said that they want to be registered. Oh, here's a good question. Okay, why do I have to be a member of CIEH? As I said earlier, but probably quite quickly, we are a membership organisation with 8,000 members. We have 8,000 trainers and only 500 of our current trainers are actually members. We do not think that's appropriate. The trainers are our brand ambassadors. They're delivering under our brand to our end users, and we think they should be part of our community. This is a good one. Somebody was at an event last week. Are you in partnership with TQUK? For those of you who don't know, that is another awarding organisation. The answer is we did a joint event. I spoke at it. The Managing Director of TQUK discussed their strategy, which is to continue to deliver regulated provision. I discussed the CIEH's strategy, which is not to deliver registered provision. There is no partnership outside of that one event. Keep typing, people. I've got more coming to me. Probably I answered this, but again quite quickly. I have the what are the requirements for trainers. To be explicit, it's the accountable officer's job to decide on the skills, experience and knowledge required of the trainers delivering on their behalf. We would, however, expect level 4 at least in the subjects that are being delivered, and nothing changes there. You want people standing in front of learners who can add value. Oh, here's a good question. If you're self-employed and work for several companies, who is the accountable officer in that case? As long as being self-employed means that you have a limited company or a corporate entity, then it's you. You would be the accountable officer and the trainee, and it would be your limited company would have the contract with us. And yes, the accountable officer will become an affiliate member. So you get to be all three at once. Can we deliver the training in Arabic? Yes, we are currently considering delivering the training in Arabic, but feel free to contact my sales team who can give you more information. Will all the trainers delivering the new programme be required to become members? No. The accountable officers will be, but for example, a study centre who have 40 or 50 will only need one accountable officer. However, as Chief Executive of a membership body, if we add value, I hope that you'd all join. Will the free licences for existing registered businesses be just for 1 year? Yes. It's a £100 per annum fee, but as I said, we're waiving the first year. I have a question here. We are a premium centre. Will I have any benefits? I suppose it depends what you mean by premium. I'm not going to distinguish between small and large. I'm going to distinguish on quality. So we want people who want to deliver quality. The benefits are the larger you are, if that's what you mean by premium, the more assessments you deliver, and therefore the cheaper the price. Why the gap between OED and the delivery date? What a great question. For those of you who don't get three-letter acronyms, OED is the operating end date. We have been restricted in what we could say during surrender, both in terms of marketing. We're not allowed to market new products at the same time as withdrawing old products, and also just what the regulators like you to say. We have to have clear air between ending delivery of regulated provision and starting the delivery of non-regulated provision, hence the 11-day gap. That's one of the reasons we've had a phased campaign, landing bits of information a bit at a time. What else have we got here? What happens to existing premium centres? Any current centre who wants to continue to be a centre can be one, regardless of whether you were previously called premium or not. I'm self-employed and work for several companies. Okay, we can talk about how that would be run. As long as it's just you, you have to have a bank account and an accountant. The money has to be going somewhere, but give my sales team a call and we can talk you through that one. Will the e-learning setup still run as it is? Yes, we will continue to deliver the current e-learning suite. We will be looking at refreshing that in 18 months' time, but not immediately. What kind of marketing will CIEH be undertaking to promote the new brand? Great question. Thank you very much, Mr. Newsom. Nice to hear from you again. The Partners in Professionalism campaign is, as I said, a campaign, not just a one-off. So everything we're doing is raising the value of the brand, delivering what a membership body should be doing, and hoping that people value it as much as we do. Question again, is it £60 to be the AO and £60 to be an associate member? Nope, it's £60 to be an accountable officer, and that will make you an affiliate member of CIEH, so it's £60 only. It doesn't give you post-nominals, so the other voting grades, associate member, fellow chartered, are not affected, but it does bring you in and give you the benefits that we currently give to affiliate members. Will the process for being accepted as a training account holder be straightforward and explanatory? We're trying really hard. Lots and lots more videos coming out. We know it's very different. It takes a bit of time to get used to the language, but if there's anything that isn't clear, then just give us a call and we can talk you through it. Where can I find a simple to follow summary? Great question. I think the information pack is one. We also have FAQs. We'll make sure they're all on the website. Personally, I prefer the videos. So there's a great video on what it means to be an AO. There's another one just on pricing. There'll be other ones on contracts and what that means. If you are visual in terms of your learning preferences, I'd go for the videos. If you like words, I'd go for the information pack. What about the trainers who are approved on the old products? Do we need to get them reapproved? Well, it's not about approval. If you would like to deliver our training and you have a study centre, then sign up and we'd be more than happy for you to do so. You don't need to be registered or approved anymore. However, it is for the AO to make sure that the people who are delivering it, all of the trainers, are suitably experienced. Similar question, those who've earned certification before now, what is the status after now? Exactly the same. If you want to deliver our training, we'd be happy to hear from you. Once the contract is signed and product license given, can materials be downloaded by all my trainers at no extra cost? By one organisation at no extra cost. So if you have multiple trainers working for you, then multiple trainers can access it. The 3 people who will be able to access the portal, if you're a larger company, will be the training account holder, the administrator, and the AO. And if you do have 5, 10, 15, 20, then that license buys you multiple access. If they, however, work for different companies, it does not. Presumably when we deliver training, we will require to be online in order to mark the assessments. No, you can print it off. There is no need for 20 laptops or 20 PCs. You can download all the material in advance. You can print it out on dead trees as much as you like, but you can do the marking there and then and give people the results. They can then choose to come to us if they would like a prettier version of the certificate. What would you say is the fundamental benefit for customers purchasing work-based learning against regulated courses? Flexibility and price. That's a great question as well. I think the fundamental benefit for us is it's our brand, but I would say that, wouldn't I? Why can't CIEH just change trainers and centres to the new system, as this would make it easier? Because it's a totally different system. The rules that came with being regulated have gone. We can't automatically port you over. I'm really sorry, I wish we could. You have to expressly tell me that you want to do this, and it's a whole new world out there. How about higher levels of training, especially level 4? Yes, we're looking at level 4, probably phase 2, but not on every subject that we currently do. Can you advise when first aid and fire go live? No, but I'd imagine Q2 this year is a good guess. Can I be an accountable officer for other companies? Yes, I see absolutely no reason why not. Once you're an accountable officer, you become a very attractive proposition because you've signed up and other people might want to use you. You're slowing down, people. I must be doing okay. Does the training remain face-to-face? This training does, but you could choose to do blended. And for many of our corporates, they buy both e-learning and what I would call the old style assessments from us. So blended will be part of the offer. And I can't see anything else, but somebody's going to hand me another piece of paper for the bits I can't read on the system. Another question about cost, so I think I probably need to make this clearer. So we expect there to be an accountable officer. The accountable officer will be brought into CIEH as an affiliate member, and the cost, the annual cost of affiliate membership is £60. If you're already an existing member, then you have no additional fees, and existing members, as they would tell me, pay anything up to £220. Right, here's a good question. If we are printing certificates on our own, can we use the CIEH logo? Yes. On the portal, you'll be able to upload all the class passes or fails from the cohort. That will then automatically print out a branded CIEH certificate in black and white, because we know you don't have access to great colour printers where you're teaching this stuff. However, if the students want something prettier, embossed, and it will be beautiful because I've already seen it with a hologram, then they can get in touch with us and pay £12 for the privilege. Price structure for the blended learning? No, great question. I think that's one to come to the sales team. It would depend on whether you've got an existing contract with us. Is HACCP coming? You all love HACCP, don't you? HACCP is one we're looking at. For those geeks out there who really enjoy it, yes, we'll probably be looking at it. Will we receive hard copies of booklets, or will we expect to print everything ourselves? We'll be printing the books, the course books, and they can be bought either by the trainers or the students from us. Printing, yes, the upside for us is it's cheaper. The downside for you guys is you're going to have to print it yourself. Risk assessment level 3 and conflict resolution level 2, don't know. We will be trying to base future products on customer needs. Probably going to come out to the market and ask which ones they put at the top. We did some research last year, so we know 3 that we'll probably do. Who will mark the exams? The AO is responsible for marking and assessment. If that's the trainer, they'll be doing it there and then. It's one of the upsides of the new process. Our credits for awards bought in blocks or individually? They're bought in blocks. If you have a look at the information pack, you can see there it's blocks 0 to 100, and then you basically use them as and when. Can I adjust the training for cultural differences? Yes, you can. That's a great question. One of the things about it not being regulated is you can reflect your sector, your region, or any cultural differences based on where you are in the world with no impact because it's no longer on a framework. Is the £100 per subject licence fee also per level? No, it's not. It's £100 per subject, so that gets you introductory, foundation and intermediate. Are the sessions audited by CIEH to ensure appropriate delivery and fair marking? The AO is primarily responsible for that, and it's one of the reasons they'll be a member and subject to our code of conduct. However, we will be auditing, we'll be looking at trends, and we have a dashboard, and should we see trends that are less than helpful, we will be investigating further. After this webinar, will this information be able for us to once again recap? Yes, we're going to post this on our website and on YouTube. Are we going to offer advanced level at all? Yes, probably. My money would be on level 4 for something like food and HACCP. Are the new assessments all the same? Unlike the exam papers. I don't understand that one, sorry. Will there no longer be a set contact time for the course syllabus? Correct. There are no guided learning hours at all. We expect the trainers to be able to decide based on the skills experience of the learners how long they should be spending, but I would use the previous times as guidance. You're slowing down again. Okay, I can't see anything new coming through. We'll give you another couple of minutes. I'm now flicking up to see if we missed any, because you're all going for it around about 5:30. What specific subjects will be required to evidence ongoing CPD for occupational health and safety, and are there specific hours required? CPD and membership are about more than just subject specifics. It's about all kinds of learning and evidencing practice. Happy to get my membership manager to talk to you about that. How do you intend to maintain standards across the board and the worth of certifications connected to CIEH? QA is absolutely key, and we are passing responsibility to the accountable officer for IQA. So internal quality assurance is the responsibility of the accountable officer. External will be us looking at trends and coming to visit if we think something is a little bit dodgy. Do trainers have to make their PowerPoint, or will it be provided by CIEH? We have beautiful decks that I've been proofing for the last week, which we'll be putting into the portal for you to have a look at and download. They can be personalised. Another question about standards. The professional standards I mentioned earlier will be for anybody working in environmental and public health at whatever level. We will be rolling out a toolkit that will assess individuals and teams, and these could be used both for the work-based learning but also the vocational and professional qualifications coming later. Can someone from Ireland become an accountable officer? We can go anywhere in the world to have accountable officers, even Scotland, Ireland and Wales. I hope that makes you very happy. As an IOSH member, what will be the benefit for me as a centre in offering your health and safety courses over theirs? Feel free to offer both. It's a big marketplace. I don't want you to drop your own membership body. If you like them, I hope you'll offer both, and then it's for the customer to choose. Can the AO also be the nominated trainer? Yes. Do you have to purchase the slides? The slides come with the £100 licence fee as part of what you get in the programme. So again, for those of your existing customers who sign up in advance, that is what you'll be given access to on the 1st of May. Will exams still be timed? The exam part, yes. And it's a bit, again, coming on to the next question, what do you mean by workplace learning? For me, it's people who are learning what to do in workplaces, whether that's factories or restaurants or shops. Much of this learning is people who are doing vocational, helping the public training. They're not necessarily sitting and doing 3-hour exam papers. Will the existing books change? They're updated rather than completely rewritten, and they look beautiful. And I'm a publisher, so I'm a bit fond of the books. But food safety is food safety, and occupational health and safety is occupational health and safety. You will recognise the content. Full suite of courses, don't know. We will probably know by June how much further we're going to push it. Training the trainers is one that we're considering at the moment. The contract is 3 years, obviously with break clauses, but we're looking at a 3-year contract at the moment. Another CPD question, I can't remember offhand what our CPD requirements are, but if you get in touch with me later, I'll email you on that one. Will there be some maximum number of participants to conduct a course? As a trainer, I'd expect you to know what good looks like in terms of maximum. Smaller numbers are better, but not always necessary. We currently do differentiate between sectors, manufacturing and retail. Will this continue? No, it will not. These are subject-specific, not sector-specific courses. We expect the trainers to personalise and customise based on their sector. I think you're beginning to run out of things to ask me. Hopefully I didn't get too Glaswegian in speed. Can I just say thank you very much for all the questions. We weren't sure, because we haven't done a webinar on this subject before, just how verbose you would get, but you've been great, so thank you for joining us. And as I said, you can read all about this on the information pack on the website, join in the social media chat, join in on LinkedIn, and watch out for the videos because they will give you loads more information. Thank you very much.